Welcome to part 2 of Bonolo and Lesotho's holiday special. We're showing you here how to make these ornaments on the tree. You can put them on your regular Christmas tree just to make it customized and special.
I'm going to show you how to make Christmas tree decorations. And
yeah, so we made 3 types of Christmas decorations. We had a clay version, we had a yarn or wool version, and then we had a twine or jute or Hessian kind of angels decoration with beads. So hope you guys enjoy. Simple and easy.
yeah,
Nice to do with family. And please like, share and subscribe. Ask them to like, share and subscribe.
please like, share, and subscribe. Please.
It's
Also on your Christmas tree, you can also put Christmas lights.
yes, which we got from the Crazy Store. And it's ideal to get ones that have batteries, so that if you don't have a lot of plugs in the house, then you can put the tree wherever without having to worry about a power point. So cool. Thanks guys. Enjoy.
Enjoy. Bye.
Bye. So this is ornament 1, your clay circles and stars. These are the items that you'll need for this DIY. So I used a wine bottle instead of a rolling pin. You can do the same. You can use any bottle, but it should have like an even sort of shape. Ideally you should take the stickers off, but I wasn't in the mood. You should also use wax paper. It helps to prevent it from sticking, or you can use plastic. Don't use paper because it will come off with your clay, because the clay is wet. So here I'm just rolling out a piece of my clay that I cut. You can use a knife, or you can split it with your hands. And here the wax paper actually stuck on, but you can just gently remove it. You can see it's like pancake thin. That's how thin I rolled it out to. It's around 20 centimeter diameter. And then I just went in with the bottle again once I was done, just to make it a bit flatter. I used a cup or a container that I had, an extra one from my takeaways, so you can do the same, or you can get a cookie cutter to cut out your circles. And here I'm just going in and removing all the circles. You can use water to smooth the edges, or just your fingers, depending on how messy it was. And then here you just reconstitute or play with the clay again and mold it into a ball, and you use a bottle to roll it out. As you can see, it sticks. So ideally using the plastic or the paper helps to prevent that, and makes your life much more easier. And you don't have to keep on stopping to roll the item or the clay not the item. So I'm just going in and doing a second more circles. I end up doing 6 circles for this DIY, but here I was just showing you how to like cut a circle from your previous clay, but this is like a repeat step of earlier on. And here like I'm just going with using my finger to smooth out the edges where the circle was separated from the other clay. Cool. Here I'm using a skewer to just make holes, and I'm using the flat side, not the sharp side, to make holes for where the string will pull through. Yeah, it's fairly easy. You'll leave them out to dry. You can put them on the wax paper on the floor. I end up putting them outside. Here I'm showing you how I wrote the word hope into it. I unfortunately couldn't catch that because I was doing it and yeah, I couldn't get someone to record me, but it's fairly easy. If you know cursive, you should be fine. So here my niece joined me finally after some coaxing and sort of reeling her in, and it's really a fun craft to do with kids. It's really fun for them. She had a smile on her face at the end of it all, and she was really proud of what she made. Here we're making stars. So I followed a tutorial on YouTube to make stars out of paper. Ideally you should rather use cardboard because it's easier to like trace around, or you can use a cookie cutter, because then you don't have to sit and do what we did, where we used the skewer and we were tracing around the paper star. But if you can't find a cookie cutter, which we tried to look for and you couldn't find, this is a nice alternative. It's just getting to draw the star is quite an adventure in itself, and you try and make the star as even on all the points as possible. But yeah, you'll just go in with the sharp side of the skewer to draw this. And here we're just pulling the star out of the mold, out of the clay, and we're smoothing the. Oh, she's showing you the star. And here I'm showing you how to smooth the edges with water, which helps a lot, especially if you're opting to use this technique to draw your stars. It helps to make them a bit smoother. Them being rough is not a problem actually. It goes with the tree style. But if you have a more refined tree, it works. And here I also made a hole, like I did with the other circles. And here we're just leaving them out to dry. Ideally put them outside. So ornament 2 is string angels. I just used jute twine and beads that I had left over.
Hi guys.
Welcome to my channel.
Yes.
This is my niece Bunolo.
Hi.
So we're making our second type of
Angels, Christmas decorations. Yes. Sort of.
So here you just measure out the twine or the string that you're going to use. I measured it at 20 centimeters, and you're going to sort of wrap according or to that length, like this. I don't really know how to explain this wrapping, but as you can see, that's what I'm doing. I wrapped, I didn't count how many times I wrapped, but I think it was around 10 times to get the angel, which you will then fold in half and then put the bead, the top part of it, to create a head through it. But as you can see, my twine was too thick, or my wrapping was too thick, so I tested it again and I folded it in half, and here it's going through the beads. You want it to be a bit snug so that it doesn't get loose, and that creates the head, and you just fluff it out a little bit. Cut off the remainder of the string so that you can now create the wings. And you just create like a bow. You're going to just tie a bow as you would tie your shoes or tie anything, but you're trying to aim to create like wings, so you must make your bow quite large so that you can have that sort of wing effect. And you'll just straighten it out. Here I was just helping her and reminding her that she must fold it in half so that the bead goes through. Yeah, and you just fiddle around with it until you're happy with the shape of the wings. It's not a difficult thing. Don't try to be perfected, otherwise you will die like I did for the first wings. And now here I'm pulling string through the top of the head, and you're just gonna snip off the rest of the string, and you create like a loop so that you can hang the angel from the top. And yeah, that's your string angel.
Have fun making your own Christmas decorations.
Thanks, Carl. Okay, so this is the third and final ornament, which are yarn stars or wool stars as I'd call them. This had minimal items needed to make this. And the idea is that we're going to take the wool, and once we have our cardboard outline, we're going to wrap the wool around the star until we're happy with what it looks like. Cool.
Yeah.
Start off with looking at these beautiful stars.
My aunt is still drawing the star.
So this is when I actually wish I had a cookie cutter to draw these stars, but it doesn't matter. My niece went in and she darkened the lines so that you could see them easily when cutting the stars. We ended up opting not cutting them with scissors. We used a tool blade board cutter, and we just drew along or cut along the lines, and that made it easier to pop the star out, and it was a much easier project. As you can see, I'm taking the star out of the cardboard and I'm giving it to her to now like neaten out the edges using scissors. Ideally use thicker cardboard, we just didn't have cardboard in the house at the time. So this, using the back of the board cutter packaging actually helped. Alright, so here you're going to center your yarn in the star, and then you're just gonna go ahead and wrap, guys. There's not much of a technique to this, but all I can say is that it's don't try to make it too perfect. It's about making it a bit rough and like handmade and interesting. So you just go around and wrap. You wrap the tips like you can see here, and then once you're done wrapping the tip, you just pull the yarn down to the middle again and you wrap again in the middle, and then you go back to a tip and you start wrapping around the tip. I'll see if I can find a video on YouTube which maybe shows this much better, but yeah. And then here I'm just making string to hang it from the tree, and these are our decorations, guys. Hope you enjoyed watching. Happy holidays, relax, enjoy. If you can, spend time with the people that you love, and hopefully 2020 is a better year. 2021, sorry, 2021.